The summer, let me tell you something. The summer of Tire Rack sweepstakes rolling on. On and on and on and on. It's not over. No, we're in August now, and it's heating up. Not only the weather's heating up, but this contest is heating up as well. One winner has already been selected. Can you believe that? We've had one winner already selected for a set of 4 brand spanking new tires. How sweet is that? And now 2 more winners have the opportunity to have their name picked out of the hopper. And you can get a set of 4 brand new tires plus installation. Right? That's included in this. The taxes, the fees, you ever bought tires before, they always add those extra things on. All that's covered. Boom! All of it's covered right there. Valued at up to $1,500, depending on which tires you end up with. I recommend the most expensive because it's a contest. If you win the contest, just enjoy them. Have a great time. So, listen, enter daily. Enter right now. Enter tomorrow. Enter the next day. Every single day. 1 new entry per listener. Per day there. You enter the contest, and every single day, you boost your chances to win, and you could be the lucky winner. So, again, 2 more winners will take home a set of 4 brand spanking new tires. You love that smell of rubber. Yeah, you get that. Through August 27th. To enter and get all the rules, regulations, and all that, go to foxsportsradio.com, your new favorite website. foxsportsradio.com, sponsored by tirerack.com, the way tire buying should be. A mix of reality television and the sporting world, combining these two things. Ergo, the critically acclaimed quarterback documentary TV series on Netflix. I don't know if you checked that out or not, but if you didn't see the show, apparently many people did, and those that did see it liked it. That's what we're hearing. Anyway, it featured behind the scenes, in the life, what it's like, how do you make the hot dogs for Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. So the formula, you have a headliner, Mahomes, you have a middle-of-the-road quarterback, Cousins, and you have a stiff, Marcus Mariota. So that was the formula. So I'd like to repeat that formula. There's been a lot of debate over who is going to be showcased in season 2 because the show did well, so they're going to bring back the show. So who's going to be on in season number 2? Now, publicly, a number of quarterbacks have rejected the show, including Joe Burrow. He said no. Jalen Hurts, are you kidding me? Come on. Trevor Lawrence, I don't think so. Dakota Prescott, come on. Well, we have a change here. If you've not heard the latest, maybe not, we're now hearing that one of the quarterbacks who said no has had a change of heart. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow now planning, not official, but planning on taking part in the season-long behind-the-scenes documentary. That, according to Peter King and others who are reporting that Joe Burrow is on board. Burrow had said he would like to do it at some point. He just didn't want to do it this year. Well, apparently that is not the position he has at this point. This has, of course, led to what? What do you think has happened? So this is bouncing around that Burrow has decided he wants to do the show. So, of course, the pearl clutching, the grabbing of the pearls and holding them tight, trying to get blood out of them, has happened. And there is concern among Cincinnati backers that their signal caller is making a horrible decision, and this will have a negative impact on the Cincinnati football team. So let us discuss the question. How concerned should Bengal fans be with Joe Burrow doing this quarterback documentary? So I have County Fair, St. Joseph, and Rosetta Stone. And we will put all of these things together, and we are going to make Twinkies is what we're going to make. I haven't had one in a long time, but why not? All right, so number 1. We give this Joe Burrow story that there's people upset that they have a little heartburn because Joe Burrow
is considering doing this TV show, we give this side eye, right? Like, what are we doing here? It's a stupid show. It's produced by the NFL. It's not a hit piece. It's not a hatchet job. On the Maller scale of concern, time-tested Maller scale of concern for Joe Burrow, 1 to 10, with 10 being your quarterback has a broken leg before the Super Bowl, we are going to give that story a 2 on the Maller scale of concern. Here's why. Like, you think they're going to come out there and show Joe Burrow enjoying hookers and cocaine on the first episode of the new season of the quarterback show? Methinks not so much, right? This documentary is a trip to the county fair. It's cotton candy, light and fluffy sugar. That's what it is. And by the way, that's what it's supposed to be. It's produced by the NFL people. That's how it's supposed to work. Patrick Mahomes did not seem to be handicapped by the documentary last I checked, and maybe I'm wrong on this. What do I know? But I think, unless somehow I dreamt it, the Chiefs won another Super Bowl with Mahomes. This story is a microcosm of these psychotic people looking for trivial things to be worried about. In the big picture, what are you doing? You're living a great life. You're worried about a guy going on a TV show that's going to affect your football team. Now, secondly, let's move on to San Francisco. Second consecutive day that we have been sucked into the headline about a quarterback who has been throwing the ball with generosity to the other team. And the beacon of light not shining on Brock Purdy. Say what? Yeah, people losing their mind about this too. If you didn't see it, maybe you missed it. We're told that Brock Purdy has thrown not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. He has thrown 10 interceptions. 10 in 49ers training camp. Oh, my God. Holy cannoli. Yeah, I had 2 more on Wednesday's Niners practice, and there was another one that was supposedly dropped, according to the 49er beat writers. Which I love. I love that the football beat writers are documenting every training camp throw. Man, is that entertaining content. That's the content I need. I don't know about you, but man, is that fun content. So this has, of course, led the reporting on Brock Purdy falling apart here has led to cynics who are saying that Purdy is being exposed, that he's Linsanity. He's the new Linsanity. Remember Jeremy Lin, if you're old enough to remember Jeremy Lin, little guard for the Knickerbockers, who was not supposed to be anything and turned out to be great. I'll never forget the coach, Mike D'Antoni, was coaching the Knicks at the time, and the Knicks came in. They just picked up Jeremy Lin. He had not started Linsanity. They were playing the Lakers. It was a Sunday night game, Knicks and Lakers. And one of the beat writers for the Knicks, after the scrum, the media scrum had ended, asked Mike D'Antoni, he said, what do you think of this guy, Lin? And he pretty much, D'Antoni said, listen, he's just roster filler. He's not going to, we don't expect him to do anything. And he then lit the world on fire for a couple of months. But anyway, the point is nobody knows anything. But are Brock Purdy's training camp interceptions, something or nothing? So I have this in the nothing category. As a great philosopher of years gone by said, we in here talking about practice. Not a game. We in here talking about practice. Practice is about experimentation. The fact that the stats from training camp are being dragged down, being reported on in a meaningful way is fascinating to me. It is. It's like judging a baseball player on how many Cactus League dingers they hit and then deciding they're going to lead the American League in home runs because they had a bunch of home runs in Tempe or your favorite outpost in the Valley of the Sun. It's meaningless dribble. Now, what is my evidence? I'm talking about this yesterday with Jimmy Garoppolo, but I'll bring up a great example. My favorite example of the absurdity of training camp interception reporting. We take you to St. Joseph, as in St. Joseph, Missouri, the site of the 2018 Kansas City Chiefs training camp, where there was a false alarm that was sent. Text messages went out, incoming warheads, go down for cover. The headline, and it's still on the internet, you can Google it. Patrick Mahomes had 7 interceptions in his first 6 practices. OMG. Yeah, that was the headline. Now, Mahomes was a first-year starter at that time. Things worked out pretty good because who cares if you puke out your guts in practice as long as you don't hit rock bottom when the game starts? Final point. So let's go to Miami. Miami. The Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa attempted a little flex here. He was trying to brag about the degree of difficulty in Mike McDaniel's offense there in Miami. Tua, he had a little interaction with reporters. He gave the media an opportunity to hear a play. He was going to give a play like he does in the huddle, and then he was going to give them the chance to repeat it. And rather than me just go through the whole thing, let's go to the audio tape. Listen to Tua here as he recites one of the Dolphins' plays. Listen.
Give you guys a play, and then if you guys want to repeat it after me, as if you guys were in the huddle, you guys can. All right.
Okay.
Should I go once or twice saying it?
No, just do it
once.
Okay.
All right. We got North Right Clamp, South Fox, H Top, Pass 38, Top Gumby, XP Sweat. Let's go. Anyone?
I got North Right on Gumby Clamp. I got sounds like a false start to us.
Yeah, sounds like a pre-snap penalty to me. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. All right. So he said North Right Clamp, South Fox, H Top, Pass 38, Top. Gumby, something, Sweat. All right, so listen, what did you make of that little clip? That thing went viral. So it's obviously a strike-a-pose situation. Mike McDaniel clearly does not follow the Navy's KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. And I always thought that it's gotta you dumb it down a little bit. You don't have to throw in the big words and mix all that stuff together. It's a lot of gibberish. But it's also not that impressive because it's like anything. I'm fascinated by magic, right? I know it's not real, but I'm fascinated by magic. But I remember hearing a magician talk about how they're so amazing at these illusions. And it's like they practice all day, every day to do a card trick. And if you're a quarterback in the NFL, you specialize. That's your secret ingredient, specialization. You spend hours and hours, 8 hours a day, give or take, 10,000 hours. You're way past 10,000 hours by the time you get to the NFL. And so you're studying the Rosetta Stone of football. And you end up mastering the language. And you get paid a lot of money for it. That's what's supposed to happen. And it's so great. And everyone's got their own individual skill. I have no skill other than just being verbose. That's it. I have no sale. I have nothing I can sell. Like, I'm always impressed by people that can fix crap. Because to me, that's something you can always. People are always going to need somebody to fix something, or repair. Do outdoor work, gardening, things like that, where you actually do physical labor. Driving a truck. That's a skill, right? Not everyone can do it. You got to get a special license. You got to dedicate your life. You're on the road a lot. It's a pain in the ass. So everyone's got their own skill. But the key is you master it. So it's like, man, all these media guys are like, oh my God, their tongues are wagging. They're like, I can't believe Tua knows that. He said Gumby, H-Top, South Fox, all that nonsense. And, it's like, okay,